Game of Thrones creators writing and producing new Star Wars movies. How many boobs are going to be in this? Curious. David Benioff and D.B. Weiss are going to be writing some new movies. It was announced today. Creators of the smash hit, blah blah blah, Game of Thrones. The new films will be separate from both the episodic Skywalker saga and the recently announced trilogy being developed by Rian Johnson, writer-director of Star Wars: The Last Jedi. So that's kind of interesting. Because at first I thought they were going to do the writing for Rian Johnson's trilogy, which I was going to be kind of disappointed in. But yeah, they're doing their totally own thing, which is kind of cool.
Whatever happened to that show that they were gonna do? Did they just completely?
I feel like this is their way to just kind of pivot away from that. They're just like, we support Black excellence, so we're gonna just steer clear of that.
Leave that alone.
Yeah, HBO was like, don't do that. Like, you know what?
We'll give you Star Wars.
Yeah, it's not worth the smoke we're gonna catch for this. Look, I was looking forward to seeing what they were gonna do, but I mean, whatever. I'm not like, oh no, not you're gonna remove the slave show. Like, I'm not upset.
Right, I totally forgot about it.
Yeah,
right. Like, it's not a big deal. I thought the controversy around.
I feel like everyone has forgotten about it.
Yeah, well, that's how it works, right? Boom and bust, boom and bust. Yeah. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing what they do. Look, I would like a Star Wars series of movies that is not a going backward story, but rather something in forward and not connected to the Skywalker thing. So that sounds like what they're doing. So this is what you've been talking about for years.
Yeah. I'd be very interested to see it.
Okay, so it's the Game of Thrones guys. Would it make sense for them to do a KOTOR type story? That feels like kind of more in their wheelhouse.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see it happening. I mean, everyone says, Knights of the Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic. I wouldn't mind a story set way back then where it was Jedi and Sith all around and there were big fucking sword battles and shit. Maybe you can have a Battle of the Bastards and with like a Star Wars motif, right? Like that is what that says to me. I don't need Revan. I don't need the Revan story.
No, Darth Revan's not necessary.
And that's what I think people want when they say, "Oh, a KOTOR story," because this game had this wonderful twist that affected me in such a way that I love this story, and now I want to see the exact same thing. Like, I don't need that. Like the reason the Revan thing affected you is because you were Revan. Spoilers. Like,
I didn't know that. Thanks for fucking everything up for me.
That game came out in like 2003. When did KOTOR come out?
Play that. I don't know. It came out on like Xbox.
Yeah.
I had it on PC.
I can literally play it on my phone right now.
What?
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. Yo, are you serious?
Yes.
Is it free? It's not free, is it?
No, of course not.
Is it like a Square? Is it like Square and it's like $38 for a fucking iPhone game?
I can't remember. No, it is not expensive. It's not more expensive than the average Square game. The average Square game is like $15, $16.
Get the fuck out of here! A phone game? That's old. That's old. Yo, shut up, Square. Yo, get the fuck out of my face. That shit used to piss me off. You guys were like, "Oh, you got to get Final Fantasy VI. It's the best one, bro. It's great. It's better than all the other ones. It's got 8-bit graphics." It was awesome. And I was like, "All right, fine, cool."
How much is it?
It was $16. And I bought it like an idiot.
So you bought it?
And I was like,
why did I do this?
I was like, I don't even like this very much. And I kept playing. And I was like, these graphics are mad terrible, man. Like, they could have fucking up-res it or something with all the money they were getting.
They did.
Shut the fuck up. You're watching the Nerdpocalypse YouTube channel. Make sure you click that button to subscribe and check out our weekly podcast where we talk about movie, TV, news, tech, and weird stories from around the internet.